We're about to hear from the feds in California any moment now following a dramatic pre-dawn raid caught exclusively by Fox News. It ended with the arrest of an anti-ICE activist, one who was accused of smashing the windows of immigration agents' vehicles. Look at that. Earlier this year during an ICE raid on a Southern California pot farm.
See, this is the thing I love right here. Y'all thought that if y'all do these things out of pure emotion, throwing bricks, throwing objects at federal agents, assaulting federal agents, and y'all thought because a few months went by or something like that, that they weren't going to come back for you? Well, guess what? Y'all FAFO'd. How are you good people doing, my American informed brothers and sisters? Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man, which I'm greatly appreciative of. Follow me up here. Follow me down here. Click this. It helps me. Thank you. If and when you do subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification. That will bring down the drop box for you to select all notifications. That way we get notified. Lastly, don't forget to check out the other channel called Man, Husband, Father. Everything I ask you to do over here, make sure you do over there. Welcome again, ladies and gentlemen. I hope y'all really are doing well. I love bringing this kind of news to you guys. It's just like, it doesn't get old when you see justice being brought. It doesn't get old when you see criminals getting busted, getting arrested, having a hammer come down on them, getting thrown in jail. Y'all remember those videos I was showing you guys and I was reporting on them months ago whenever they were in California? People throwing bricks at those at ICE agents at those intersections and things like that of the sort. They're throwing bricks, throwing all kinds of things at those ICE agents. And they thought because a few weeks, let me take that back. They thought because some months went by and they're all in the clear, they thought that since different things have happened, world events have happened, things in regards to wars, peace deals, and natural disasters, and more immigration things happening in different cities. They thought that the FBI was somehow going to forget about them. Well, guess what?
Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise.
Suspects throwing rocks and objects at federal agents' cars as they exited their immigration raid that included hundreds of arrests. That was back in July. Well, this morning, we were exclusively on hand in a pre-dawn sting as HSI arrested a guy in a dark alleyway. They say Issei Carrillo is seen in that viral video throwing rocks at federal cars. Carrillo is allegedly part of an anti-ICE activist group that intentionally blocked the federal agent cars on the pot farm and then ambushed the agents on the way out. HSI says at least 4 vehicles were damaged in that attack and a federal contractor was injured after a rock and shards of glass struck their hand. Carrillo is expected to be federally charged with conspiracy to impede or injure a federal officer. Now, this is all a part of a broader sweep this morning happening across Southern California, targeting people who engage in alleged violence against law enforcement during this summer's immigration raids in the LA area. We expect a press conference at any moment to give us full details. Also this morning, as we were embedded with HSI, there was a female, a target, they had a warrant for her arrest, but she narrowly escaped, and we believe she's going to be named a fugitive. Back to you.
In fact, Matt, we're going to go from you in Camarillo to downtown Los Angeles, and here's the acting U.S. Attorney for the Central District of California, Bill Asale.
In response to recent immigration enforcement actions in Los Angeles. To date, we have charged 97 individuals either with assault or impeding of federal agents engaged in immigration enforcement operations, and we will continue to charge more as we obtain the evidence. Earlier this summer, federal agents engaged in law enforcement operations targeted at removing illegal immigrants who entered the United States unlawfully. In response, large protests began to form throughout the Los Angeles area. I want to be very clear. Every American has a right to peacefully protest. What is not constitutionally protected is a right to engage in violence or to impede federal agents by assaulting, doxing, or obstructing their operations. On July 10th, law enforcement officers were executing a court-ordered search warrant at locations in Ventura County. Protesters, including members of an organization named VC Defensa, came to the site of the search warrants. VC Defensa is an organization that operates and manages what they call a rapid response network designed to impede federal agents and their enforcement operations. And that warrant is what you see on the camera there at the marijuana farm where the agents were attempting to leave. In one of the criminal complaints today, we are charging 2 members of VC Defensa for conspiring to impede and injure federal law enforcement officers. These 2 VC Defensa members went to the protests on July 10th in Ventura County and acted with others to assault enforcement vehicles and officers. One of the members charged in the complaint used her vehicle to block U.S. government vehicles from leaving the location, while another member and others ambushed the vehicles by throwing rocks at them. And those images went viral. Several government vehicles were damaged and a federal contract employee was injured as a rock went through her vehicle window, shattering the glass and striking her. And you're going to hear more about that case here shortly. Separately, in another incident that you also see on the TV here, on June 8th in downtown Los Angeles Civic Center, a group of agitators used the protests as an excuse to throw rocks, bottles, and other objects at officers, injuring several of them. Government and private property were vandalized. Los Angeles police declared an unlawful assembly, yet the violence continued. 9 of the defendants charged in that second criminal complaint were filmed on cell phones by local news and other media, throwing rocks, bottles, and objects, including objects on fire from an overpass on Main and Los Angeles Street here in downtown LA onto the CHP officers and their vehicles. 2 defendants charged in today's complaint were recorded lighting debris on fire and throwing it at CHP vehicles, pouring what appeared to be flammable liquid, which increased the size of the flames. The officers and vehicles were on the freeway after removing demonstrators who had marched onto the freeway to block traffic lanes. During the mayhem, one CHP vehicle was set ablaze. Officers were trapped while an angry mob threw debris at them from above. 9 individuals in that mob are charged with obstructing, impeding, and interfering with law enforcement during a civil disorder. That is a felony, a federal felony that carries a statutory maximum sentence of 5 years in federal prison. Lastly, federal agents today also arrested Giovanni Canil, a Boyle Heights resident who pepper sprayed a vehicle while the FBI SWAT officers were inside of it. Those officers were at a scene of a search warrant execution at Ambiance Apparel, a business in downtown LA on June 6. Canil is charged with pepper spraying them as they left the scene, causing injuries to at least 2 officers. Again, these are criminal complaints and allegations. Everyone is entitled to a presumption of innocence until proven guilty in a court of law. As we have said many times, violence in any form, specifically targeted at law enforcement, is unacceptable and illegal. You will be arrested, you will be charged, and you will face serious prison time. For those people who disagree with federal immigration laws, you need to take it up with Congress. Congress passed those laws, and we are obligated to enforce them. We will not tolerate violence against officers who are simply doing their job. Yeah, and this, I want to be clear, this is not a game. I think some people out there think this is some sort of a game or political stunt, and you have elected officials who are encouraging this behavior. The consequences here are extremely serious. Just last week, we had an individual who rammed his vehicle at our agents, and he was shot by law enforcement. So not only was he shot, he was also charged with assault, and now he's looking up to 20 years in federal prison. So again, this isn't a game. Not only are these actions dangerous, they're also ineffective. We have not and we will not stop our immigration enforcement operations. Nothing will stop us. Nothing. So with that, I want to turn it over to Eddie Wang, the Special Agent in charge of Homeland Security Investigations here in Los Angeles.
All right, so there's Bill Asaley, the acting U.S. Attorney for the Central District of California, talking about these arrests, some of them in connection with the violent clash between protesters and ICE agents at that pot farm in Camarillo back in the summertime. Bill Asaley, Sandra, saying this is not a game and it's not going to stop ICE and the federal government from enforcing the laws. of the United States of America. Saley saying that if people have got a problem with it, take it up with Congress.
We have not. We will not stop. Nothing will stop us. You heard it there. This is not a joke. This is incredible to still look at this video and think this actually happened. And obviously, Bill Saley means business, Sean.
Well, the guy who was on the throwing end of that rock now in custody and facing some serious jail time.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.
Yeah, yes, I absolutely love it. And like I told y'all in my last video, I like what they said in here. Going for the maximum. I love that. Don't give us they're going to be held accountable. No. Go 5 years. Go for all 5 years. And after those 5 years, put them on 5 years of probation. And then 2 of those years in probation, they must show proof of 20 hours every week that they went down and they worked at a car assembly line or something like that, installing windows for 2 years. Yes, probation is 2 years of installing windows at an assembly line in some car distribution place in that city or something like that. Or better yet, they would have to go to a body shop and work on fixing and repairing not repairing broken windows, but installing windows that have been broken by cars that have been in accidents, things like that. Really nail it to them so they can learn their goddamn own lesson. I absolutely would love for them to do something like that. Told y'all, tired of playing games with these idiots. Don't give them a year or two. Give them if that's the maximum, we the people want the maximum years given to them. Anyway, y'all, woo, killing it today, ain't we? Killing it. Let me know what y'all think about this. Am I too harsh on this? Am I going a little overboard? You know what I mean? Y'all let me know what y'all thoughts are on it. Y'all let me know what y'all would do then in this case. Let's see there in the comment section. Don't forget to do what y'all see in the elements right here that would greatly help your boy's channel. The next video that I will be rolling out today in chronological order will be up there. Things as of yesterday right here. If you have not subscribed, which I don't know why, click that. I am Ty Smith, model Renaissance man, and I hope and pray every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, praying every last one of you guys in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.